Hello everybody, it's Glitter Informer and welcome to the Island episode of Meitantei Pretty Cure! Here's a Glitter Informer fun fact for you all. The last time I did weekly reviews of a season of Pretty Cure, I only got 19 episodes in before I got bored and gave up. Now that we're at episode 20, I have made it farther doing reviews of this season than I ever have before. Here's hoping this time I can make it all the way to the end of the season. So I was curious about this episode because it takes place on an island, and not the usual Makoto Mirai city. I figured that would mean there would be no Makoto Jewel fragment this time, because the original Makoto Jewel exploded in Makoto Mirai. But nope, there's still a fragment, just as usual. This might make sense though. The important item this week is a watch belonging to a little girl. This girl doesn't normally live on the island, and is just visiting to stay with her grandfather, the island's mayor. So it's probable that her watch is originally from Makoto Mirai after all. So what brings our protagonists to this island? Well, Mikuru truly has gotten her wish to be a star detective. She and Anna have become so well known for their detective work that the island's mayor specifically invited the two of them to solve a mystery. You see, about a century ago, there was this other island called Manju Island, but it's gone now. And all that remains from it is the story of how it disappeared. First, there was a mischievous fairy who scattered a bunch of logs, drew graffiti, and stole some manju. Manju are popular Japanese confections that are basically just buns with sweet filling inside. Anyways, then the hands on a clock began to move. And finally, Manju Island disappeared. But the story isn't just a story. It's turning into a prophecy. In the present day of 1999, many logs have been scattered about, and somebody drew graffiti on the mayor's island while he was sleeping. Nobody has been able to figure out who did this, so the island people assume it was the work of that dastardly fairy. Now, it's up to Anna and Mikuru to find and catch the supposed fairy before the prophecy is completed and this island disappears too. Obviously, Anna and Mikuru are skeptical that Manju Island really disappeared. If an entire island went missing, people would know about it, even if it did happen back in the 1800s. But also, they and Jet Senpai, whom they call with the pre-kit voice memo, refused to believe it could have been a fairy who performed all these nefarious deeds, even though we know for a fact that there are evil fairies out there. In fact, the Phantom Thieves Guild consists almost entirely of fairies, according to Jet Senpai himself. Well, whatever, I guess. The first thing Anna and Mikuru do is find this turtle who's been living on the island for over 100 years. The turtle is likely the only creature around who was alive during the Manju Island incident. Fortunately, Anna and Mikuru have the power to communicate with non-humans thanks to today's apparently delicious product placement, the pre-kit gummies. The turtle tells our heroes that Manju Island and this island are actually one and the same. The island just changed its name 100 years ago for whatever reason. Why did the name change? We don't find out just yet, because the turtle promptly gets bored of the conversation and leaves. Okay, this might just be an issue of translating from Japanese to English, but how the heck can an island changing its name be described as an island disappearing? This feels like a really unnatural and roundabout description solely for the sake of causing a mystery for the girls to solve. Well, at least we now know the island isn't going to actually sink into the sea or anything. Or at least Anna and Mikuru do. But the townspeople in general are freaking out. The island is known for its manju, which is probably why it was once called Manju Island. But because the prophecy says that the fairy's going to steal some manju, all of the confectionaries on the island have seized manju production. But guess which single solitary person refuses to comply with his own order? That's right, the mayor himself. He loves his two visiting granddaughters and wants them to have a sweet treat, so he set aside some illegal manju just for them. Apparently his girls specifically having the one forbidden item as a dessert was more important than literally stopping his granddaughters and their temporary home from disappearing. Priorities, man. Sure enough, the mayor's hidden manju go missing. They were locked away in a shed, but it doesn't take long for our detective heroines to notice a small hole in the shed more than big enough for a fairy to fit through. There's this really cute scene where Mikuru's like, "Oh my god, a locked room mystery! It's every detective's dream to solve one of these!" Only to get super disappointed when Anna points out the hole. They unlock and enter the shed to search for clues. It doesn't even take a minute of poking around with the pre-kit mirror loops before they realize who done it. But this time, they don't go pointing at a suspicious person and shouting, "You're the culprit," like usual. Instead, they realize that this week's culprit is a small child who had sympathetic reasons to do what she did. That's because there were tiny handprints and footprints all over the inside of the shed, and the shed's opening was just big enough for a little kid to fit through. So here's what happened. The younger granddaughter has a precious, important wristwatch, but she recently fell and the watch's hand stopped moving. She was super upset about this. To cheer her little sister up, the older granddaughter told her that the fairy from the prophecy was going to come to the island and make the watch's hands move again. So she secretly acted out the different parts of the prophecy, scattering the logs, drawing the graffiti, and now stealing the manju. That way her sister would believe the fairy was real. This plan isn't particularly thought through. First of all, both sisters completely disregarded the part of the prophecy about the island disappearing, and they don't seem scared about it at all. And second of all, the older sister wasn't going to be able to fix the watch, so the truth would have come out eventually. But since this is all being masterminded by such a young child, it's understandable that it wouldn't be an ironclad plan. So now Anna and Mikuru have ruined the magic for the younger granddaughter, and they've snitched on the older granddaughter. Fortunately for the older one, her grandpa doesn't get mad at her at all because he loves his granddaughters and thinks they're super cute. Honestly fair. If I were a grandparent, I'd spoil my grandchildren too. But, oh no! Nijee swoops in and steals the younger granddaughter's watch. And just like in episode 18, he runs away with it, only stopping to fight the girls when they catch up to him. Also, he fell into the ocean earlier this episode, and now he's just confidently dripping with salt water and wearing seaweed, and he's absolutely slaying. And he turns the watch into a Haninda, which does an impression of Curiouser and Pure Mystique's transformation sequence dialogue. This is because the two transform using magical watches. So I was really excited. Was this Haninda going to act as an evil mirror of our two main cures, echoing their own attacks back at them? How were the girls going to win against somebody with the same power set as them? Especially since this is the first Haninda to actually say sentences instead of just one word over and over. But maybe it's really intelligent too. This potential didn't go anywhere at all. Instead, the Haninda just spins its clock hands to briefly hypnotize the girls and attack them. The cures don't even outsmart it or anything, they just tie it up with some seaweed, and Curiouser does Answer Hanamaru's sword to finish it off. This fight scene could have been something really special, but in the end, it was just disappointing, man. At least they didn't use Flying Spectrum. So Nijee goes back into the ocean for whatever reason, our heroes return the watch to its owner, and the day is saved. But the story isn't over yet. Here's where the big twist of the episode occurs. See, Jet Senpai has made a surprise visit to the island to join with Anna and Mikuru, and it's only once he arrives that the girls realize, wait a minute. The island's current name is Jieito Island. Jieito sounds a lot like Jetto, which is how jet is pronounced in Japanese. Oh my god, you guys. 100 years ago, they named the island after him. So here's what happened. A century ago, before Jet Senpai got his goggles, he got lost in a sea storm and stranded on Manju Island. He had to build his own ship in order to return back home. So he chopped down some trees in order to obtain some wood, and that was where the scattered logs came from. He then drew up some blueprints on a wall somewhere on the island, which the island residents thought was graffiti. Next, he took some manju, because we all know Jet Senpai loves sweets. Finally, he helped the town residents out by fixing the clock on the island's community center. Now that Jet Senpai has returned to the island, he fixes the young girl's watch much to her delight. So once more, the clock hands begin to move. But when the two granddaughters go to the dock to bid them farewell, Jet Senpai accidentally ends up reverting to his fairy form, thus revealing the existence of fairies after all to the two delighted little girls. Fortunately, the kids agree to keep it a secret, and so our heroes ride off into the sunset, and the episode ends. Okay, so the fight scene was a letdown, and the entire island forgetting that they had a different name 100 years ago doesn't make much sense. I get that this isn't the 21st century here, but Google should still exist, right? How does nobody on the whole island know this important part of the island's history? But other than that, this episode was still good, and the girls' mystery-solving methods were solid. And the twist at the end with Jed Senpai was really good. Overall, it's a neat episode. Okay, so here's the big news on the block. Remember those 4 girls who I said could be Cure Claire back during my episode 9 review? The creators of this show are now explicitly acknowledging that Cure Claire could be any of the 4. They're even hosting a special event where viewers have the opportunity to vote, online or in person, for who they think Cure Claire is. For clarification, this poll does not determine who Cure Claire actually is. That's already set in stone due to the animation lead time. And also, apparently there was a leak that already confirms Cure Claire's identity. See, for some reason, they decided to add some of Cure Claire's voice lines to one of the transformation device toys, even though Cure Claire doesn't even use this device to transform. Normally, you would only be able to access these voice lines by putting a special Cure Claire Makoto Jewel toy into the device, and that Makoto Jewel hasn't been released yet. But you can still access the voice lines by pressing specific teeny tiny buttons with toothpicks. I have purposefully avoided these leaks because I want to not get spoiled for a change. Those who have heard the leaked audio know quite well who Cure Claire actually is, and they have an unfair advantage in this poll. Anyways, the next 5 weeks are going to be a Cure Claire extravaganza! Each of the next 4 episodes are going to focus on a different Cure Claire candidate. The next episode will be about Eriza the novelist again, and the episode after that will have the long-awaited return of Shiraku Jesus Christ Ieri. Presumably the 2 after that will focus on Kureya the baking prodigy and Rei the student council president, but we don't know which episode will focus on which character. Then, 5 episodes from now, Cure Claire herself will finally debut, and presumably her true identity will be revealed at long last. This means that despite appearing in the promotional material from before the show even aired, Cure Claire is officially Meitantei Pretty Cure's mid-season cure, so we will probably not be getting a 5th cure after all. So much for my hopes of Jet Senpai becoming the second main character male cure. Anyways, I have continuously praised this show for its expansive, fleshed-out cast of minor characters. But to be honest, the show has focused so much on the Cure Claire candidates in particular, as well as Cure Arcana Shadow, that it hasn't really focused on Anna and Mikuru very much. Sure, they appear in every episode, and the whole show is about them, but it's mostly just them solving mysteries without all that much to characterize them except little tidbits here and there. The last time we actually got a deep dive into one of them character-wise was episode 17, and even then, that episode mainly focused just on Anna. Mikuru, on the other hand, has been neglected since episode 6. This show has done a lot with Anna's angst over being displaced in time and missing her mom, as well as her covering it up with a fake smile. Despite Mikuru being my favorite in episode 1, she hasn't gotten much after that at all. There's tons of unanswered questions with her. Where did her transformation watch come from? Who are her parents? Who was the star detective who inspired her to become a detective herself? How did she find out about the existence of fairies and Pretty Cure? We get moments of Mikuru geeking out and showing off her wealth of detective knowledge in comparison to the more novice Anna, as well as some times where she gets smug, but I really want more of her than just these occasional glimpses into her character. Well, maybe we'll finally get our protagonists more fleshed out after the Cure Claire arc is over. In the meantime, next episode is about Eriza once again teaming up with the Kyoto Detective Agency. I'll see you all for that one. Bye bye!